welcome once again into today's discussion about resilience, your blockchain of resilience. Sharing with you my open journal, my open ledger, my public ledger to you on my experiences and I guess lessons about resilience, but more importantly, the application of resilience, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today and in this very present moment. I know I thank you so much for those who joined me before on these episodes. I'm not sure you can get tired of saying thank you. I'm not sure if you get tired of hearing me say thank you, but also along the same lines of you can't really overstate that statement too much. When you say thank you for someone handing you a paper bag at the grocery store or offering you access to a door, holding the door for you, saying thank you doesn't take very much. But sometimes it's not received very well, but that should be the metric for saying the simple words like thank you. Similarly for me, as I'm learning this late in life, saying the words I love you without any implication or any obligation for the other person to love you back. Very similar. But I'm learning both of those. Just are two high-level topic issues about saying that without having any expectation for the response, or as I have stated before, in the overall construct of the book itself, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, and every episode, there's no room for expectations. None. You shouldn't have them because if you have expressed them and are banking your life on that response or that answer, it's not about the answer. It's about formulating that sincere, genuine question, or in this case, making that sincere, open-ended statement like thank you or I love you without any expectation. If you do mean it, if it comes from your heart, it shouldn't take long for you to announce that, to state it, and to move on forward. Anyway, sorry for the long preamble to this episode today. Let me get into this. The title today is called My Dearest Friend, the Angel of Death. I know even if you read that topic when you first downloaded it, you're wondering what that could possibly mean. He's trying to be funny or trying to be cute with the title, but it is important and salient to the discussion today. When I talk about the angel of death as my dearest friend, I'm really going to jump forward into the gifts from that person we'll call the angel of death. I'm not sure if you will welcome this statement, this episode, or the presumed gifts about death from this guy called the angel of death. But stick with me for a few moments on this, please. What I will mention to you is nothing super new. I didn't create this. As I told before, we don't create anything in this world. We are able to leverage, access, and be aware of everything created for us, in us, around us, to produce from what we know of as our presence and purpose. But I'm wondering if you can remember, or those of you who are just joining me, maybe you don't remember when I mentioned or referenced this dying thing as part and parcel of this life that we're all living. If you have read the book I mentioned also in previous podcasts, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I got that notion for this topic today about the angel of death. Check that out. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Or also another gentleman in a podcast I listened to from the Sounds True enterprise, Ed Bastian. He did a podcast called Facing Death to Live Fully. Facing Death to Live Fully. Also, similar to what I mentioned in other previous podcast episodes, the Stoic principle of memento mori. Remember, you must die. Or additionally, like my African elder, Mr. Tamba, who told me, without any hesitation to any question I had for him, he told me out of the blue, even wasn't a question, he just told me, your fate is fixed. But also, a last example, like me on the surgery table for quadruple heart bypass surgery, with my heart and blood circulating outside of my body while the doctors perform their magic. So, given those examples, perhaps, just as a possibility, that angel of death also attended that party with me on that surgery table. I don't know. All I do know is how that example and that experience I am representing for you, that really laser focused me after that happened on this thing about resilience. And also to the present moment at that time and that time called now. Just as a sidebar, there is no angel of tomorrow. There is, however, an angel of now. Spoiler alert, that also is you and me. Born in love, born to love. The pursuit, the true resilience of you and I is love. That same energy at our essence that insists for us to be here, to remain and deliver our messages and purposes here, right now, depends on maintaining that essence and connection and awareness of it. That also, as I said before, joins and connects all of us. It's never meant or can it do this, which is to separate us. Yeah, I guess it kind of calls into that statement. Those of you who are married before or married now, when we talk about in your vows that says, until death do us part. Again, I know it's a typical traditional statement you make and say to your partner, but that thing, until death do us part, that's not when we commit to giving our all to this moment and with the very possibility of dying as we do that. In doing that, we are never apart. We are never apart even when we do that. That love, that constant within me and within you, pumping through your veins from your heart and what comes out of you as your presence, that constant never dies. It insisted before, during, and after our physical presence here and now together. Thank you once again. I do love you. As always, remember, stay present, stay current. It's always and still 820.